Hello, this is Weekly Briefing in Wednesday. It's February 28th, and today's topic is: will Bitcoin supported by 56k and reach 60k? As I said yesterday, currently the Bitcoin ETF management's huge buying power and big trades is helping Bitcoin. However, today's trade volume seems less than yesterday, so I think it will give a fall, even if it's small. And from chart now, 56k seems like an important place. So if you get well supported from this place, the higher rise is expected. And if this part collapses, then it might fall all the way down to 54k. So let's look at Goya Premium chart and analyze it together later. And before start, we will gonna have a look at dominance first. So as you see here, the Bitcoin's dominance increased dramatically until yesterday, but starting a slight fall here. So if you look at Ethereum and altcoin, we got an increasing candle appeared in the dominance chart. And since the dominance of Tether fell a lot, and they went to the Bitcoin, and after that those money are now moving to altcoins. So I think this will lead to a continuous increase for altcoins. And this picture is Goya Dominance 1 chart from 2 p.m. in Monday to 1 p.m. today. So from yesterday about 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. this morning, the dominance fell slightly and starting to increase back again, and now it is moving sideways. So this is a proof that there are many cryptos that both rise and fall. Due to Bitcoin and Ethereum's bull market, I think main cryptos, which I introduced in briefing, are showing quite a good mood. So from now on, we can notice that the market will have a slight correction from looking at Goya Dominance 1 chart. So we are going to look at the new updated dominance chart later while watching premium chart. So this is a liquidation heat map for the last 24 hours, and as you can see, the Bitcoin got a huge increase and Ethereum also increased, so they made a lot of short positions liquidated, but market movers are absorbing money from altcoins too, so they made a big swing in the price of altcoins and liquidated huge amount of money yesterday. So the total liquidation is $313.69 million, which is huge money. So futures trade might break your mental in this kind of market, so I think buying in spot when we find a dip in price is the best tactic for right now. And this is a 4 hours liquidation heat map in 11 a.m. in South Korea time. The Bitcoin and Ethereum moved in opposite direction. The Ethereum had increased little and Bitcoin decreased little, so you can see the ratio of green color and red color are quite equal, so this means that the market is very chaotic. So the volatility in market seems huge, so watch out for trading. And I brought some opposite news. So there are a lot of news going on in internet, isn't it? So some says Bitcoin will keep rise, and some says the correction is approaching, and the Bitcoin ETF trade over $1 billion for 2 days. So etc., etc. So all kinds of news with different opinion are flooding and making us confused. So you need to keep in mind that we should always think of correction after increase. So this is like a math formula, an increase and then correction, an increase and correction. So we should think of possibility of further also increase, because individual investors has not came to market yet, and the market movers always move unexpectedly, so it's hard to know how they will move in this kind of market. And I brought another news, which is a good news with Ethereum. So I mentioned this Dencun update yesterday, and the date is finally fixed to March 13th. And I think Ethereum will rise for more, but when these updates are actually applied in the real Ethereum, it might have a big fall, such as when the Bitcoin ETF was expected to increase the price, but when it came to the market, the Bitcoin's price had a huge drop. So just like in that perspective, the Ethereum's price might fall, but who knows? Yeah. So market movers always use this kind of good news to rise the price, and they sell them all at the increased price, so they take huge profit from it. So you guys might think, why does it keep says about negative things and says prepare for or fall even in this bull market? Yeah, I understand that, but I think the fundamental thing during crypto trading is safeness, the keyword of trading. So always thinking about upcoming danger and preparing it would definitely keep your money secure. So I think it is a important habit for trading, so remember it. Yeah, don't be annoyed if I keep say do a safe trade. It's all for you guys. So this is a liquidation heat map for Bitcoin, and there's a long tail here. This one. This long tail. The end of this tail is acting as a resistant line, so you can notice that this line, you can see a kind of invisible ceiling over here. So they are keep trying to break through this point, and you can see that there are things gathering near 56k. So I think if I was the market mover, I think I would liquidate those assets first and then try back on to breaking this part again. I think that would be ideal. And this is a liquidation heat map for on Ethereum. And this place, similar with Bitcoin, they are facing yesterday's highest point as a resist and moving in sideways right now. So if I expect only looking at this heat map, it seems like it will move between this points, 3,180 and this place, 3,340. I think it will keep moving sideways with this area. So I'm not sure where it would go first, but if it gives a dip in price, I think preparing to buy them would be a good idea. And this is a RSI heat map for last 4 hours. So there were many cryptos in overbought area yesterday. You can see this red thing and over 60 points. This is a strong and overbought area. But today it seems like total coins has a little bit moved downward, isn't it? If you look at this, it's actually, the graph is kind of not matching, but you can just see it. These parts, those were at this place, but it went slightly down right now. So today it seems like the overall cryptos position came down a little bit, and cryptos which had a big rise yesterday would probably give a small correction, and the following cryptos will soon try to rebound, I think. So let's have a look at our Goya Premium chart and see the newest dominance and the coins thing. So this place, you can see that it's from yesterday 8 p.m. to today's 1 a.m. The dominance went all the way down, and it rebounded and recovered this place and moving in sideways right now. So this dominance chart is gathering the scores that are Richu made per coins. They gather all of them and divide them into the coins amount. So this is in total value of our scores average, you know. So if the score is plus, that means the market is kind of rising, and if the price, if it goes under, so under zero, minus, then this means the market have a possibility to drop. So this area might be a sideways market, and this area, over this area, would be a bull market, and this area is bear market. And this Goya Dominance 2 is quite similar with the Goya Dominance 1, but it's a short-term graph, so just think that this minus plus is important. So if it's minus, in the market there are, like, if it's minus, there are coins falling is more than the coin rising, and if it's plus, the rising coins number is more than the falling coins. Just understand in that way. And these are the dominances. So let's have a look at Bitcoin. So starting from here, this place would be today's chart, and as you can see, it's barely moving right now. Yeah, so it's almost in this, how do I say, it's almost like just to the right without any up and down movements. So I think Bitcoin is taking a breath right now. So if you see in the trading view, it's moving near the 57.4k. So this, our premium chart is on our candlestick based, so it's not really updated yet, because this right now is 4 p.m. 4 and 27 minutes, so it's not an updating time right now. So if this candlestick meets the Goya line, then we have to look at signals. So the remaining signal right now, without SB and LBs, we have this L3 signal still, which is made over the Goya line. So L signals made above the Goya line is quite reliable. So, and we still have an L signal. So I think we might expect a little bit of rise, but as I said in the liquidation heat map, there are money's gathering near this 56k, so there is a possibility that it might go like this and then have an increase back again. So I think we should wait for another signal in order to decide where to go. So if you see this support and resist guidelines, so this place, it's today's highest point, and this place, which I said would be a main resistance. So if it keep increases without touching the Goya line and meets this resist line, I think if it breaks through, the Bitcoin will keep go up where it can go to. So I think it will try its best to go up, but I personally think that it will meet this resistant place and go down for a little bit in order to liquidate long positions and then try to move back on. I personally think like that. So if you press this Heiken, you can notice that the market's overall trend is bull market still. So let's have a look at Ethereum. Just I said, this long candle act as a resist line, so you can see that this point, it's from yesterday 9 p.m. We had a similar candle right here, so maybe this 2 points would be a resist line. So since the price is increasing right now without touching the Goya line, we have an L signal, and without these SBLB signals, and signal for telling you that the trend is changing. So which means that if you have an SB signal in the rising trend, then the trend might change into a falling trend. But in this sideways market such as this, there are a lot of those fake signals are coming out. So keep watch. Don't just believe the signal. You have to study it, how to use it properly. So just like Bitcoin, down there is an L3 signal, so we don't have any special short signals coming out. So this place might be something bad happened, but recovered and keep rising above the Goya line. So the last Goya RSI signal is long signal and still moving upwards. So if you press this, you can notice that the two line that I've mentioned act as a resist line. So this place by one near these places, whoops, maybe somewhere near here. So if the Ethereum gives a dip like this, I think buying in these places would be quite positive, since Ethereum have a Dencun update and a lot of good news and looking good. So it will probably rise more. So I think just buying in a good place is the most important thing for the Ethereum. And let's have a look at Ripple. And Ripple is doing quite good right now. So we got an L2 signal above the Goya line. So it's a reliable signal. So it's starting to increase. And this, can you see this rocket? This rocket is made when the Bitcoin makes a sudden change, so sudden rise or sudden fall, this rocket comes. So we have our green, green points and the rocket, and this means that Bitcoin had a big increase, so sudden increase. And since the Bitcoin is the market's prime crypto, so a lot of coins follow Bitcoin's move. So this rocket is to know whether Bitcoin is getting a sudden increase or fall. So with Bitcoin's increase and L2 signal and L signal all gathered, starting to move upwards, so up, and we got an SB signal, which I said the change in trend. So this bull market just suddenly stopped and starting to move in sideways right now. And we have an S signal, so just think of as a price correction. So if you see this line is today's highest point, would be a nice price looking at, isn't it? This place acts as a resist line, so I suggest you to wait till he meets the Goya line. And I think this buy one line is too low, so I think it won't drop all the way down to here, but we still have to see. So if it meets the Goya line, and if it breaks through the Goya line and the S signal comes together, then there would be a high possibility to drop, so keep an eye on it. And finally, Dogecoin, which had a good move, just like on Ripple. L3L started a big increase starting from Monday, so this week we kept increasing and got an also SB signal and starting to change into falling, and now it's moving in sideways, so it's just going together with the Goya line. So we have to see whether Goya line could support this, but we've got an S signal right now. All the trading view says it is increasing, so it's somewhere right here, I think. So since there are no short signals in the candle, I think expecting a slight more rise is possible, since the RSI is also getting down. So if it enters into a green area such as this place, and if we get another L signal, I think buying near the Goya line would be a good choice. So thank you for listening, watching this video. I hope you guys have a safe trade. Thank you.